Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome to today's live analysis for Bank Nifty. Today is the 24th of March 2023. The current time is 9:07 a.m. IST, and we will be getting the data out, the pre-open data out. So let me just go back to Bank Nifty, and let's see where the pre-open data is out. So we are opening pretty flat, around the lows. uh, Now that's a good sign, in terms of what's happening overall. So let me go back to the global markets, and if you see, the Dow Jones is pretty flat, Nikkei is flat. Hang Seng Futures is the one, it's slightly positive, but rest, it's flat, not so great, but it's pretty flat. Dollar index, once it starts going below 100, that's where we might see some good FIIs coming to Indian markets and taking the overall, the index higher. But yeah, it's let's wait and watch it. It still takes some time. VIX is around 14.5. Yeah, rest is all. And what's troubling me is gold. Because gold is risen a lot. It should be below, ideally below $1,800, but yeah, it's now going about $2,000, so that's fine. But overall, the data, or the from the global markets, it's still a bit, it's not so green. It's pretty flat, and pre-open which has come out, I was actually expecting a good gap down below 39,500, which did not happen. And why it did not happen. And yesterday, what was the overall context, and why we had this big fall. Okay, so let me start first with that. In terms of the context, and why the price, or why the auction failed to move higher and then it moved lower. Okay, so one of the important things to note here is, you always have to look left, what has happened in the past. So the reason why I was looking for such supply above, so for me 40,000 was the level of importance, and 40,200 is where the supply came in. Now why 40,200? Okay, so in yesterday's video I shared that we still have this single print zone, which was there, and that's where the supply came in, and then we had a sort of a balancing. So this was my immediate reference, and the next reference was this another single print zone, because these are the areas of supply where, again, supply is, what I mean is the seller selling, or the selling power. So that's where the supply came in. So yesterday, what happened was, the this particular single print zone was cleared. As it cleared, I was actually looking to see whether we see continuation and tag this particular single print. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. But what was happening is around 40,200 level is where again supply started coming in, and the buying was exhausted. So these are, this is my level indicator which I have coded. But it gives me some sort of clarity in terms of the reaction. So I use this indicator to understand the reaction, and then take the price action, and then I take the trades. But this is where a sort of exhaustion. So this is around the 40,200 levels where when the retracement came in, I was looking to short. But so yesterday I made more than 1%. The first couple of trades I made is about 0.7% or 0.8%, and then this was the second trade. So my first trade was around this, this zone, 39,800. When the price started falling, that's where I entered, and I exited with some 15, 14, not 14, 12, 13 points, and then this rally started happening, but I was not getting a chance to participate in this rally. So I was looking for, okay, if I don't want to participate in this, let me see what happens, what's the reaction, once this particular single print is cleared. Yeah, so that's where I spotted a sort of exhaustion, and buyers were not coming in, and this was the second trade opportunity. Again, my trailing stop loss got hit because it was pretty choppy. There were like 10 to 15 points move in the premium which was happening every second. So for example, my buying was around 290. I kept my SL at 285, and then when the price started moving higher, so it went to 293, 295, and then immediately it went to 310. While it went to 310, I started my trailing my SL, to again back to 295, then 310, then it again came back to 300, it came back to 296, and then again there was a jump to 305. Yeah. So this 10 to 15 point was the reason why, so I was just trailing my SL, and I think I exited at 302. Once it exited, then the price went to 320. Yeah. So that's fine. So I don't mind, or I'm not sad that, oh man, I missed this boat and I should exited, or I should have exited at 320. I'm okay with 302. But the reason is, what the reason why I'm happy is, first of all, you never know how much volatility is going to come in, and I keep very tight stop losses. If I get a trade opportunity, yes, I'll enter with a tight stop loss, and my stop loss are generally of 5 points. Yes, a lot of my stop losses get hit, and I'm basically doing focusing on pure scalping. Okay, so that's fine. I'll discuss more, but for today, so the market is gonna open, but for me today the reference is gonna be this single print zone and the poor lows. So now what I'm looking at is, the reaction is, we should go below, tag the point of control, and move higher, or we move lower. Yeah. So these are the two auction path, and now the pre-open is anyways at 39,355. So 39,500 is the level of support. So let the price open. So this is where the market will open, and currently 39,500 is a support level. Okay, so if I bring in the OI data, this is the support level. So I'm expecting some responsive buying, to happen, and let's see how reactive, or what is the intensity of the price coming out. Okay, so auction has moved lower, the poor low has been tagged. 39,500 is the area which I'm observing, and the point of control has been tagged. And also, moreover, we are back in the 6-day balance, so this is very important. So now I'm looking at 39,500, and let's see what is the continuation. Parallelly, I'll also go and check the order flow chart. So let me just hit this refresh. So the numbers will be out, but I'm seeing some sort of buyers coming in. Yeah, so so this for me is a quick scalp. I'll be taking along, keeping my stop loss mid of this. My target is high, or mid of this. So that's how I quickly exit. And from the overall context perspective, yes, currently there is some exhaustion seen. Supply is getting shut off. We did tag the poor low, and we are finding supply being shut off at 39,500. Okay, so let me just combine this with the order flow data. So let me just zoom in. Okay, so we have got trapped sellers, and you see how clearly the levels are helping me, and now I'll be out of this particular trade. So because now there are going to be sellers coming in based on the order flow data. So yes, but yeah, we are seeing short covering, but I'm looking for supply to again come in. So this was a nice 50-60 point move, which you have captured in just a minute. Yeah, so that's how I trade. I quickly scalp. Now the reason why I did not take a trade today is I just want to understand, today being Friday, and I already made a good 1%, or this overall week is a bit positive for me. So I'm not taking any trades. I thought let me just do a live session to help you understand what I'm looking at, how am I decoding, and see the supply is coming in. So now we just have to wait and watch, and looking at the order flow numbers, there are no buyers, no good strong buying happening, but yes, there is a strong, I would say, trapped sellers at this particular zone. Yeah, so unless and until, so if the price starts to move down, for me this is the area of interest, and how I'll be looking at this data is, do we get a reversal, do we get accumulation here? If we get accumulation here, that's a good sign. So I'll be taking a long, keeping my stop loss, around this, not below this, but around this. If the stop loss gets hit, I'm fine. But if, once the what do you call it, the pullback, or what's the term? But yeah, once the price hits this level, we might see a good short covering move upwards. Yeah. So even though I'm talking, but right now we're still getting this good short covering move, and supply is still coming in. There is this another supply. We also had some supply which came in yesterday. So I'm just plotting my levels. So this is where again the supply came in. Sorry, I'll just delete that. And also we have got some trapped buyers. Okay, so now let the price chop. And overall, from structurally perspective, yes, we have entered the single print zone. So this zone is nothing but this particular zone, which I shared. This is that zone. So let me hit again refresh here. Yeah, I'll come back to this chart and also do this chart, but okay, let the data get loaded here. And this was that single print zone, and that's where I was expecting supply. Supply is coming in, and there are some trapped buyers. So now this is a sort of a immediate dynamic resistance, and you can take a short, keeping your stop loss here. Your target can be here. Yeah, so that's how I use. I combine basically the market profile plus order flow plus okay, so here the stop loss would have been hit, plus using my levels to take the trades. Yeah, so one of this trade was successful. 39,500 is the area of support, and again we are back in the 6-day balance. Yeah, so always look from a higher time frame perspective, contextual perspective. So what I mean by that is so I'll just go back to this chart, and this is the overall the 6-day balance which I was talking of. Yeah, and what we have right now is look below and fail. Yeah, so even if we does some choppiness here, then that will be a good sign, because odds are higher that supply is coming in, but they are not able to take the price lower. Yeah, so it means good absorption is happening from the buyers, and the inventory is getting accumulated here, and then we might see an upper move. Okay, and moreover we have this particular gap between 41 and not 41,200, but between these two levels. Also my algo is telling me to just start buying, but yeah, this I'm just testing in the real-time markets, and look how the supply has come in. Look at this, and look at the order flow numbers. So now I'll be looking at this particular level at 632. Yeah, so after hitting the stop loss, the price moved lower. I'll just move this higher, because this is where the trapped buyers are there, and let it chop. Okay, but now I'm looking for some supply. So if it retraces higher, then I'm looking for some supply at coming again at 39,600. But odds are higher that we might go lower and see the reaction at 632, or at this particular level where there are trapped sellers. So observe this. This is a good live. So I'm just looking at that and see the reaction. So what I mean by the reaction is this particular line, right? See the speed, whether it's just a touch and go, or whether it does not touch this and then it goes. Yeah, so or whether it's a clean lower and then it goes lower. Yeah, so those are some of the things which I'm looking at. So the price is still trying to come lower, and let's see what happens, because I'm expecting the supply to shut off at 39,500 levels. So yes, it has come here, and you see it is not going lower. So I'm looking at this order flow numbers. Supply is coming in. Yeah, so supply is coming in 130 to 147. Okay, it has tagged. Now it is going up. Yeah, so this for me is an entry. I'll take an entry, and if you see here, buyers are coming in here. Okay, and I'll be now start to trail my SL. Okay, now my SL would have hit, because the reason, the reason it failed, so this is one of my A plus setup is, once it came here, I was expecting an immediate reaction up. It did try to go above this level, and then again supply started coming. And second thing is, as soon as it came here, I was also looking at this number, so buyers were increasing and supply was also increasing, but the supply was much higher. So the reaction was, you immediately just get into the put trade, and the next step is the next stop, or not the stop, but the next target is, the low of the day. So it immediately moved lower, and it is now, so now 39,500 is the level where, so if any retracement happens, that's where I'm going to look for the supply to come in. Okay, so secondly, there is a stop here. So this particular candle, so around 39,450 is where there are a lot of stop loss orders, and see, it is just now chopping around. It is just chopping around. Yeah. So why is it chopping around? Those are some of the questions which you have to ask. As soon as it hit the pre-morning, or the today's morning low, previous low, the supply is shutting off. Okay. Now if you want to take a trade, wait for, observe at 39,500 and also at this particular level. This was earlier support. Now this has become a dynamic resistance. Yes. So if you see here, there are 903 buyers who have come in. This is a zone or no trade zone. Let the price either go above or let the price either go below. So here buyers are coming in. You see 1.6K. So now you can take a long. Keep your stop loss below this. So I'm seeing supply is still coming in, but I am looking for a wild up move. I want it to go up, move above this. Yes. So now the short covering should start. Yes, it has started. And now you can start trailing your SL. So if you see here, buyers are still coming in. So from 1.6 we had 1.4K. Now we should see continuation higher, because now there are buyers supporting this particular auction. Okay, it failed to move higher, so that's a sign that the supply is still coming in. Exit, get into a put trade, keep your stop loss above the 1.4K, and now I'm expecting continuation lower. So that one trade worked out, and now we are seeing the momentum kicking in, and yes, so yeah, so this was you can continue this put trade, but yeah, this is a nice trade plan, or in terms of execution. The reason why again I'm not executing is I just want to share how am I looking at what's my thought process. Yeah. So again, it failed to move lower. We are back again here. So we are back here. So let it chop, but I'm looking for supply to continue lower, because the reason is there are stop losses at 39,440 levels. So odds are higher that it will tag them level, because that's the area of liquidity. And let me go back to the other chart. So yes, there are stop losses here. So we should see continuation lower, and yes, it is continuing lower. It is continuing lower. And now I'll be looking to exit. Basically, this is the area where, I'll be exiting. So that's how I plan my trades. I execute my trades. So I hope you are able to learn something new. And do let me know in your comments. I think I've been talking since last 18 minutes, but yeah. So the time is still 9:26, and yeah, so I'm looking for supply to shut off at this level, and it is happening. But there are trap buyers above. So odds are higher that we might see supply again coming in. No short covering rally will be seen, but we might see some long liquidation. So I'm looking for continuation lower, and towards 39,400. Yeah. So that's what overall the data is telling me. We are still back in the 6-day balance, and next area is the low of 21st of March, the Tuesday. So that is around 39,350. Still a long way to go, but yeah. So some profit booking is happening. And also we are back into the, so this is the monthly balance, or the monthly volume profile for the month of March. Yeah. So if you think this is confusing, you can also plot monthly VWAP. So this is the monthly VWAP, and we found supply at the monthly VWAP, and the price is just one time framing lower. Yeah. This is a 30-minute chart for the futures. This is spot, market profile and all. I use spot. For order flow, I use futures, but VWAP also I use futures. But from monthly, and even so weekly we are bearish, monthly we are bearish, yearly also, we are bearish. So all the higher time frame is telling me that supply is particularly strong. We are below the monthly, or the volume point of control of the March contract, or of the March series. And yeah, so I'm looking for now the lower price action. But why is the price moving up? So this is a good long opportunity. Take a long, keep your stop loss below here, and target, first target is this, second target is the half back. Yeah. So let's see, the price sustains. If the price sustains, then we can have a good short covering, but odds are lower. So 39,500 is again the area where supply would come in again, but this time the supply won't be strong. So once this particular area was tagged, it went higher. So that was the overall trade plan. It is still working out, as per my thought process. The price is developing, and now I'm looking for a short covering rally. So let's see, whether we get that short covering rally or not. So here the data points in terms of the buyers are supporting. We looked below and failed. We have trapped supply or trap shorts. We have got the buyers, good amount of buyers, and now this is acting as the dynamic support, from the order flow data, which is, and this is the market orders, or which happens, this is the print. Now I don't want it to go below. If it goes below, then we might be chopping between this range. Yeah. Let's see. I'm looking for enough move. If we don't get enough move, then you can just exit your trade. But clearly supply is coming in. Supply is present, and yeah, it failed. Now we will be having some choppiness, but look below this level and fail, look above this level and fail. So that is the overall sideways price action, which I'm looking for. Okay. So yeah, thank you. I hope you learned something new today, and yeah, let me know in your comments below what do you think of this. And I'm thinking to do every Friday, come live in the market, and I'll share if there are any trades at the open, and what we can do, how can we execute what I'm looking at, and how you can execute. Yeah. So thank you once again, and yeah, I'll see you next week. Yeah, take care. Bye for now.